good time. Ooh, time to get our craft on. Ooh, time to have fun. Ooh, time to feel good.
Hey gifted crafters, welcome back for another Saturday CrafterNoon. Thank you all for tuning in. I am tuning in from sunny South Florida, and if you're tuning in for the first time, my name is Nancy with GiftsHQ, and I host these weekly live sessions to just talk about all things crafty, from sewing, quilting, embroidery, knitting. We cover just every type of craft and we like to kind of help each other out. So if you have an Etsy shop, or maybe you have a little craft store, or you're just looking for a quick little gift idea, this is the perfect place to kind of get some of those ideas, because we share tips, tricks, and ideas. So feel free to jump into the chat and say hello to some friends, and let's just get this thing going. Alrighty, first thing I like to do is just say hello to some of the friends I see out there. So let's say hello to Crafting with Robin. Hey, Donna Phillips. I see Jackie Hallman, Jenny Owens, JLC Crafts, Judy Bauer, Marilyn Corbett, 1 Minute Tips, Robin's Quilt Basket. Thank you all for tuning in. I really appreciate you tuning in today. And we've got a couple of things to share. So, first thing, I like to get all the announcements out, and a couple of things that I like to do is just share some of the holidays that are not necessarily on your calendar. So let's see what we have in store for holidays for today. So today is National Computer Security Day, which I think is really important, especially for those that are now shopping online with those Black Friday deals that are going on out there. Please be really, really careful on what you're clicking on, and just take that extra little step to just check before you click, right? You want to look at what you're clicking on, because there are some pretty sophisticated scams out there, and I would really hate for you guys to fall on some of those scams. I did do a little video that talked a little bit about some sites and things you can do to kind of look out for. And I was thinking of doing another one, so let me know in the chat if you like that video, and if you're looking for something that will kind of help you out with that area, please let me know. My husband's a little IT guru type of thing, so I do like to kind of dabble in some of that. So if that's something you're interested in and you think it will help you out, especially in our little community here of crafters, let me know, because I would put a video out for that, because I think it's super, super important, and I didn't want anyone to kind of get their holiday seasons dampened with, something like that. So just let me know in the chat. So the next holiday that I have is National Small Business Saturday. So again, this is the time that everyone is out looking for all kinds of deals, but don't forget your small businesses that are out there, because you can do so much to help support them. And, it's really nice to help the small businesses, because they really need all the help we can get. Okay, so I see all kinds of people chatting away about the weather and all kinds of, oh boy, pretty cold places. So I see 35 degrees, I see 57 degrees, 59 degrees, 9 degrees. Ouch, Crafting with Robin. That's really, really cold. Yeah, so it's just amazing that, everyone's tuning in from all over the place. I'm from sunny South Florida, so it's not as cold here. So we don't get that Christmassy weather. But it's okay, because we kind of celebrate it in all kinds of other ways. So speaking of Christmas, how many days do we have left? So we have, drumroll ready, 25 days to Christmas, guys. We are coming down to it. It's now 25 days to Christmas. You've got 25 days to get your projects completed and under the tree. So, you know, you have to really start looking at the projects you have left to do, the projects that you haven't even started yet, and your little lists, because you don't want to fall behind and get yourself all stressed out for the holidays. So guys, start looking at your project list and all the projects out there and try to work accordingly so that you can get everything done. Okay, I see 1 Minute Tip says, yes, Nancy, more information, the better. Awesome. Donna says, sadly, I see a lot of Medicare recipient ads, and they're obviously scams, evil people to take advantage of the elderly. Yes. Jenny says, fraud has been going around way too much. More information, the better. Awesome. Okay. Yes. Yes. I see a lot of people would like me to do something like that. So perfect. I'll start putting some stuff together on getting some information down and some tips for you, and I'll put something out there for you guys. Awesome. So thank you for that. Okay, so we'll be getting that one out too soon, and I'll start putting that information. Okay, so Thanksgiving is over, sadly, but I hope you guys all had a wonderful Thanksgiving. We had a nice, quiet one with my mom. Really quiet, but it was nice. We had a good time, lots of food, probably overate. Had issues with my knee, still have some issues with my knee that's going on. I don't know what's happening, but my knee's been hurting me a lot. So it's been kind of putting a damper on a lot of things that I want to get done. So have to figure out what's going on with that. Okay. Next announcement. Let's see. CDs available on our shop, both the physical as well as the digital. They are available on our shop. You can purchase the CD Volume 1 or the new Volume 2 CD. That is out there. You could also go to our website to hear little snips of it. If you're not sure if you want to purchase it, you can hear like little snips of it, so you know what they sound like. And if you like it, then you go ahead and buy it. So, you know, anyone who are interested, you know, you can go ahead. The information is listed there, so go ahead and check us out. We appreciate all of your support for that. And let's see, we also put out a video on ornaments, so yarn ornaments. This is something that I am doing this year for my tree. So I was looking for something a little bit different. Besides just the regular ornaments that I always put on my tree, I wanted something more crafty. So I went ahead and made these little yarn ornaments. And these are just the ones that I did in the video. I have red, I have white. I'm using yarn with metallic on it. And I think it was a lot of fun. Very super easy to make. And you can embellish on this as well, right? You can add little buttons. You can add pearls. You can add little ears and make it a bear, or you can do little hair and put, you know, little girls and little boys. So like so many things that you can do with these, but I think these were really nice. I like how they have the little metallic shine to it. So it's probably a little hard to see it on the camera, but I'll try to kind of move it around so you can see. Maybe it's kind of glittery a little bit. It's just really, really difficult for you guys to see it on the camera. But the yarn itself that I am using, or at least one of them, is the Super Saver Metallic. And this one, you know, it's really, really nice. And I have the red one, I have the white one. I'm sure there's all kinds of other colors, but any kind of yarn that has some type of metallic in it will kind of shimmer and shine. And I'm thinking that with the lights that are on the trees, that's really gonna, you know, give it that extra sparkle. And you could also even open this up on the inside of the bulbs and put little fairy lights to have it kind of shine out. So that's another thing that, you know, I might try to find some fairy lights and see how that works out, just to see if it would work. So I'm really excited to get these on the tree and going, so to have something just a little bit different this year. So I'm excited about that. Okay, let me see. Did I miss any of the announcements? No, I think we got everything. All right, so let's talk about last week. We're going to just do a quick recap on what we did last week. So we used the scan and cut last week, and we cut some fabric. And I just kind of wanted to show you some of the things that from what we cut last week that you can make. So this was one of the blocks that we cut. It's a very simple block. Nothing, you know, fancy about it, just really quick and simple, but it was nice how I was able to just kind of cut these out so quickly. And remember, you can do this any size that you want, right? And you can also have the machine draw the seam line for you. So you would have it cut out the fabric, but also draw the seam allowance. And then you would take it to your machine, and then all you would have to do is sew right on the line. Right? So how easy can that be, right? You've already cut it perfectly because the machine is cutting it for you, but then it's also giving you a seam allowance line that's drawn right on the fabric, and then all you have to do is just sew right on the line, and you'll have a perfect block. So how fun is that? The other thing that you can do is just draw out different shapes and create the block yourself, or do all kinds of different things with it. There's just so many things you can do with that scan and cut. I mean, I can go on and on and on and on with that thing forever, because I think it's just so much fun. And you can do other things besides fabric, right? It cuts paper stuff, so you can do paper crafts like cards and things like that. Or like the first little project that it gives you, right? It gives you like these little purses and things that you can make. So cute little things like that. You also have things that you can do that are, you know, not fabric, not paper. So you have that faux leather that you can make all kinds of things, like a coin purse. You can do a coin purse with the faux leather. Super easy to do. There's projects that are kind of built in right with that, or you can find them in Canva. So there's just so many things that you can make with that. So, you know, don't feel that you have to do just fabric or just paper. You know, there's just so many different materials that you can explore with. You can do wood, you can do all kinds of things. So if you decide on getting the scan and cut, I think it's going to be very much well worth it, because there's just so many different projects that you can dabble on. So I hope you guys really enjoy that. Okay. Oh, Donna says, my sister lent me a box of the old Cricut design templates. She brought a big box for $5. I hate to start worrying with another project right now. Uh-oh. Yeah, Donna. That's the thing. You have to kind of keep your focus on, have your list of projects that you want to get done and by when. Focus on those, and then you can still have those other projects, but put them on another list, and that's going to happen after you've checked off everything from your first list, right? That way you're staying right on track, you're keeping focused, you're getting what you have to get done first, and then you can start dabbling on other things. And then kind of start putting due dates on those. You know, when would you like to finish it? Maybe it's for a specific holiday or something like that. So try to keep yourself organized in that way. Making those lists and checking them off, I think works great. Again, planners, guys. You know, it's towards the end of the year. You're going to start seeing the calendars out there. I already purchased my calendar for 2025. And I've already got a little mini calendar. My son is super big time into calendars. He manages the calendar in the kitchen. That is his thing. He puts everything on that calendar and he checks it off every single day. So I have my own little calendars and my own planners that I keep in my craft room, and I like to kind of just use that as a way to keep myself focused and organized on what needs to get done. Okay. Donna says, my husband is putting up a wall to divide our garage into a large craft/sewing room and a large utility mud room. Wow. He's slow due to a bad knee, but a patient person. Oh. Well, congrats, Donna. That's going to be an awesome little sewing/craft room. I hope you enjoy it. Okay, so a couple other things that we wanted to kind of get to, but we're going to start working on the stuff for this week. I have a bunch of different things that I want to show you, but we're going to start off with the first project. And let me see if I can bring this over, because I have like an avalanche of stuff that I want to show you, but I hope none of this all falls down. So let's see. Okay, let me bring this over. Okay, so before I start with this, I purchased in Designs by Juju. She has a sale on her website, and I purchased this In the Hoop project, which I thought was so beautiful. I love it. It's called the Believe. It's a wall hanging here. And let me just move these over to the sides so you can get a clear view of it. I like my hair everywhere here today. Okay, so here is the Believe wall hanging. It's pretty relatively low priced on the site, especially now. Everything I think is still 75% off until the end of this month. So today may be the last day. I'll have to double check that on her site. But she's got some beautiful different embroidery files, in the hoop type projects, really, really nice designs. And so I went ahead and made this one. And this was kind of like my first one. I really loved it. And in the back, all you have is just the fabric. Now, I used a white on white fabric. And so here's just a piece of it that I have left over. And I have a lot more, but this is white on white. And you can see like the little snowflakes on there. Now, you do have to kind of be careful when you're using fabrics like this that is white on white, because even though it's white on white, let me see if you can see it on the camera, you can kind of see my hand behind the fabric. So it's kind of a see-through type of fabric. I mean, not 100% see-through, but you can see a little bit of shadows behind it. So what I did do was I fused Shape Flex, Pellon Shape Flex SF101 on the back of the fabric, and this is just a little strip of what remains. And because I did that, it makes it really solid, and so you don't see the shadows, and you're not going to see anything that's maybe sitting behind the fabric. So a couple of places on here, you're going to see things kind of overlapping. And so because of that, you don't want things to kind of show up from behind. So I did use the SF101, fused it on the back, and then I used no show mesh as my stabilizer for the embroidery machine. And then I went ahead and I did all of the steps for the actual wall hanging. I loved it. And I thought it came out really nice. And I wanted to go ahead and make another one. And I told my sister, hey, I'm going to make one for you. And so I started it, and I was kind of rushing because we were getting ready to go to my mom's house. So I was kind of rushing to kind of get it through. And I did finish it, and I actually really loved the way it came out. Only thing, there was one problem. One issue that I did on this. Can you guys tell what it is? Do you see the problem here? Can you guys see the issue that I had? Let me know in the chat. Do you see what I did wrong? Well, Judy says it's so cute. Yeah, I think it's still cute, but yeah. I was really, and it wasn't until I actually finished the project completely, sewed it up, put the little tabs so it can hang. After I did the entire project, I, did the backing too. Everything was perfect, and I was so happy. And then I realized what I did wrong. Did you guys see it? Let's see who gets it first. Let's see. Oh, I see it. My sister got it. She's on Boricua Sewing and Craft. She said, my sled is white. Yes. I forgot to put the fabric down when I did this block. I don't know how or why. I was rushing. People were bothering me. See, don't let people in your craft room when you're crafting. It's one of the songs. I should have been playing the song and locked the door, right? And so, I don't know. I must have thought I put it down and I hit the button and I walked away from the machine and I didn't realize that I forgot to actually put the red fabric down. And then when I finished it, you know, I had all my leftover fabric and I had a square red. It was like a 5-inch square of red fabric. And I looked at it and I was kind of like, oh, I must have got 2 of them. And I didn't think twice about it. And so I kept going and then I finished. I sewed it up. I closed it. Did the whole thing. And it wasn't until I laid it down side by side and then I realized what happened. I totally forgot to put the red fabric down. And so I closed it and I was so mad. So this was one of my oops projects. Well, thanks. My sister says that's okay. It still looks great. Crafty with Robin says still looks good. Oh, Donna says I thought the snow covered up the design, but you're in Miami, so that's not much chance of happening. No, it's not. You know, maybe it's just, you know, I don't know. I don't know if I could do something to kind of save it here. I was thinking, can I open it back up and try to do it? But, you know, I'd have to get it aligned perfectly. So, I don't know. I may just leave it like this one and then call this one mine and just make another one. And then that one will be yours. I'll send it to you. I told my sister I was going to make one and, you know, well, we'll see. Well, Jenny says red fabric paint can be applied. I mean, you do have this stitching here, though. You do have the white that got embroidered on it. I mean, I guess I could do red fabric paint, but then I'd have to still do something here. I don't know. It was just like, I can't believe I did that. That's what I get for trying to rush. But okay. So, yeah, but it's still a beautiful wall hanging. It really is. And I did get, I got these things too. And I thought they were really cool. I got 2 different ones. They're called Classic Motifs. They're craft holders. These are little things to hang up your quilt projects. Let me get it out of the bag. Hold on. And so here's one. It looks like a sewing machine. Thought it was really cool. And then it has the little bar here. And what you do is you'll take this and I'll just put it through here. We can get this open. There we go. And then what you do is just kind of put it here, clip it there, clip it there. They come with these little rubber band things to help you keep it in place. But then that's it. Then you can just kind of hang it. See? And it looks cute. You can put it on your wall. So it lets you, let me do it with a background so you guys can really see it. Yeah, see? And so you kind of put it on your wall and then, you know, it'll look really nice and you can hang it. So I thought it was really cute. I really loved it. It's made out of metal. I bought this from, it's called Classic Motif Craft Holder from, I don't know if I can jack up this name, but it's Field Manufacturing. If I said that right. I'll just show it to you guys here. Just basically go on Amazon. It's a store they have on Amazon. And so I got this one. I thought it was really cute and I was gonna just, you know, send it to her. This is what it looks like when you hang it, right? And I was like, that would be really cute, but then, you know, the sleeve didn't come out as planned. So I'll have to make another one. I think I have a lot more of the fabric, especially I know I have the white fabric. So I'll have to see about the rest. This is another one. Same company. Just a different design. And this one has buttons and a needle. So I thought that was really cute. So same thing on this one. You would hang it. And I think it's really, really cute. So, you know, everyone has their oop moments. Oh, Marlene says that is beautiful. Oh, thanks. So let me put this one so you guys can see that. Hold on. Just a little here, and then you just kind of put it through the loops, and then I just put it here. And so here's the other one. Now this one is real skinny. I mean, obviously you can do, you know, ones that are wider, but you know, it allows you to kind of just be able to, you know, switch them out. And so you can have a different one for every season. So you can put them on there. So I was like, oh, it's really cute. So I liked it. And I would have really loved it if I used the right fabric. But that's okay. Oops. We'll just have to make another one, right? So there we go. So really cute. Just a matter of, you know, making different ones, which is fine because, you know, I can get more. And there's all kinds of different other wall hangings that they have out there. So this, I just wanted to get something that I can put on the wall. It does come with the little screws on the back for you to hang on the wall. And they do have other ones that are like tabletop ones that you can put, but you know, then they can't be too long because they'll just kind of be hanging on the table. And I just have so many things on my desk that I didn't want anything hanging on my table. So that's something. I just wanted to show you that. So yeah, I had my little oops moment on the Believe, but you know, I still think it's a fantastic project. Just, you know, be careful and pay attention to what you're doing. So I will be making another one for you. I know my sister's on there. Don't worry, I'm gonna make you another one and I will send it to you. So that should be coming soon. So that's one thing I wanted to show you guys. Let me just put these back in here so I don't lose any pieces or anything. There we go. Sorry for all the plastic noise. And it just came in the little bag. So, okay. Let's get to our next item. So, I'm going to put this right back here so it doesn't fall on me. There we go. Okay. Where's my notes? Okay. Next item. I wanted to show you some of the other projects that I've been working on. And this one, we have a video out that is the Greeny Meanie beanie. Like the name. So I did call it the Greeny Meanie beanie because we cannot say it. I know some people do say it, but you should not be labeling your products or your videos under things that have trademarks on them. So things like the Grinch, a lot of people say Grinch. You should not be labeling your things. You can kind of get into some issues with that. So this is my Greeny Meanie beanie. And I have a video that we're going to be posting soon so that you can get the set. I did make a Greeny Meanie scarf to go with that. So I thought this would be a cute set. I also made a headband to kind of go with it as well. So you've got the hat, the scarf, the headband. Now, this can be a really, really nice little gift set for someone, especially now since it's like so cold out in some areas. I think that this, you know, would really work for a really nice gift, just something a little bit different, and it's handmade. I did make this with my Addy. If you have a Centro machine, you can do it with that as well. So super easy to do. I got some pom-poms. You can either make the pom-poms or you can buy them. These are ones from Amazon that I got, but you can totally make one as well. Very easy to do. And what I did on the edges down here is I just did a little double crochet on the bottom because I wanted to just kind of give it a little bit of a ruffled kind of effect here. So you can see a little ruffly here, and I thought that's really cute to kind of finish it off just a little bit different than just the plain square, because if you take it off the machine and you just cinch it together, it's just basically going to look like this. It's just going to be a plain finish, and I wanted to kind of give it just that little bit of extra, so I just went ahead and crocheted the edge. Super easy to do, not hard at all. And I have videos on how to do a double crochet. If you guys are interested, you can check those out as well. But I thought this would be a really cute set, so I wanted to get that out. So that video is going to be coming out pretty soon. We've been trying to really catch up with all our videos that we've had to edit and get out. And so we've been kind of slowly putting them out there. So I hope you guys enjoy them, and just let me know if there's something that you would like me to do. Let me know in the comments because I do read the comments, and I want to know if there's something that you would like for me to show you how to do. Let me know. Okay. Let's see, because I really need to add some more videos out there, but you know, editing takes time to do, and so sometimes I get a backlog of stuff that I filmed, and then they're just kind of sitting there waiting to be edited, and that takes a lot of time to do because I do like to make sure that you guys can really see what I'm doing and get those really good angles. Sometimes I have to kind of go back and refilm because the angle isn't right, and you know, I really want you to see a certain step. So we kind of go back and film that piece again just so I can make sure that you guys can see it. But it takes a lot of time, and it's really, really tedious. So I hope you guys, I think you guys really appreciate that, and I hope that, you know, you enjoy the video. So I will continue to work on that and get those out to you. Okay, let's see. Let me just check if there's any questions or anything out here. Let's see how we... Okay, yes, I did put out a little short on Facebook, and some people commented, that is not Sunshine, that is Baby Sunshine. So that's Little Sunshine. So I have Little Sunshine. She was in my craft room, and she likes to play while I'm in the craft room. And so I put her on my little mat, and I had all of my things laid out that I was working on. And so she was playing with all the little embellishments and was picking out what I should embellish my little ornaments with. So she was playing with those embellishments while I was trying to get stuff done. But you know, she's just a distractor for me. But she's really, really sweet. She's one of the real calm ones out of the flock. She likes to kind of, I don't know, she likes to be with me a lot, and she likes to be on my hand a lot. And I think she just likes for me to talk to her a lot because she really pays attention when I talk to her. She really, like, she'll stop and she'll look at me like if she really understands what I'm saying, right? But she's a cutie. She's a real cutie, that one. Got some other ones in there that are kind of spunky, let's say. So, okay, let's see. What else did I have to show you? Oh, purse. Okay. So other than hats and scarves and headbands, which is what a lot of the people do, when they have their Addies and their central machines, there are other things that you can make. And so I was working on kind of a redo of some of the items that you can make. So this is like a little purse that you can knit. Super easy to do. This doesn't take long at all. So this was one that I did, I don't know, a year, 2 years ago. Really super simple, and I added a little knitting tag here in the middle, and then I kind of added the little handle and put some beads on the side. So it's a cute little purse, little knick-knack that you can, you know, gift to someone. I wouldn't put anything that's like super heavy because it is knit, so it'll start to kind of sag a little bit. So you got to be careful with that. Now, as you put things, this is kind of going to stretch down a little bit, because this here, you know, this was kind of my first time playing around with this, and it's reinforced well where it'll hold stuff. But because of the design, when it has things in here, it is going to kind of sag a little bit. So, you know, you can't put anything too heavy in here. So I went ahead and I started looking at, you know, one of my favorite yarns that I've shown you guys before, and that's the this one here. I have it on my yarn holder. It's the Cinnamon Twist. I really love this yarn. I've always loved it. I've got so many of it from last year that I ordered, and so I wanted to just kind of do a couple of more things with it. So I went ahead and made another little purse. And so, you know, it's here. I went ahead and did the same design this way, but I want to do the handles a little bit differently. So I was trying to think what I can do, maybe a little clasp, maybe I should add a little button or something here on the side. But what I like about this purse is you are using the mattress stitch to kind of do your edges. This is basically a tube, is how it kind of started off. So you start off with a tube that looks like a scarf, and then what you do is cinch the edges together, and then you do a mattress stitch going all the way across, and then in the back as well. And the nice thing about the mattress stitch is it really lays the stitch out, so it makes it a little difficult for you to be able to see where it begins and where it ends. And I'll kind of, if it wasn't because these didn't match up, you would think that this is one full piece. But you can see this is where the line goes for the mattress stitch. But as you can see, the columns kind of keep going. So, you know, it makes it really a nice stitch where it kind of joins the two together and kind of uniforms it, so you don't really see where it begins and where it ends. But you know, that's really probably the most difficult part of the project, is if you don't know how to do the mattress stitch. But it's such a simple stitch that anyone can do it, and once you know how to do it and you have this type of project, you can tackle it very easy. So it's a really nice clean stitch that allows you to join two pieces together and make it seamless, so you can't see where the join is. So that's really nice. On the inside as well here, you can see this is where it gets joined. You can see that. You can't really tell where it is. So really nice to do, really easy, something different that you can gift. So it's another type of project that you can do. Let's see. Trying to check on the chat if you have anything. Oh, congratulations, Marlene. That's right. Congratulations. So nice. Love special towels that I love. Yes, got new baby, new grandbaby. Nice. I saw that on Facebook too. Okay. So that's one of the projects that you can do. That's not a, you know, scarf, hat, or a headband. Other things that you can do. for the holiday season is your little bears. So you've got little bears that you can make if you've got grandkids or things like that. This one has a little set of pearls. Then we put it on here, and you can do all kinds of different things to kind of really personalize it. You can even take this and then bring it to your embroidery machine and embroider something on here. That's another cute idea. But these are super simple to make. They're just little pieces that you put together. So you would assemble this. Once you have this stitched out on your Addy or your Central, then you would assemble the arms, the ears, the snout. You would put together the nose. I decided to just use yarn for the nose, and I used yarn for the eyes as well, but you can also buy things like the eyes and the nose and things like that at the store. So I just prefer to do it this way. I think it's safer for kids. So if I were gifting this to a child, I would not put the pearls. I would just have it like this. And then just have this all made out of yarn, so there's no hazards on here for a small child. But if they're older, then, you know, it's okay to do that. Alrighty. Let's see what else I have. So, other things, of course, that I've been working on. I did tell you hats and scarves, so of course, I'm telling you, when I see that I've been doing projects, I've been doing projects. So I've got more of the scarves. I think this is what a lot of people have been asking me for, is the scarves with the little loop on here. So I do have one here. I added a little bit of crochet on another one and tied it with a button. I've got the sets for those. So these are just orders that, you know, have been kind of coming in. People have been asking for these things, so I'm just putting those things together. And then the other thing that I did was I wanted to kind of put together like little bags, little pouches. Like instead of doing those little gift bags and things like that, I decided to do little pouches. So this is kind of the same type of technique that you use for the ornaments. So this one is just a simple, you know, nothing real fancy about this here, but you can make it fancy, right? So this is really, it's a workable little pouch. You've got the little drawstring on the top that you can open up, and you can put little gifts inside. And then you would just pull it, and then you can just do your little bow. And you can put all kinds of little gifts instead of using a gift bag that then gets, you know, tossed out and wasted. You can do this. That will just give you, that'll just give you the little knitted bag, and then they can kind of reuse this, because other things they can do with this, some people like to get like potpourri and things like that, and you can put little potpourri inside here, because, you know, it's got the little holes, it's knit, so it's breathable. So if you put things like this, they can do little sacks where you can put potpourri things and put it in your drawers and things like that. So something that is small like this, it can be done really easy. It's kind of the same concept as the ornaments. I just did it a little bit more rows, and then I added the here the little cinch here so that you can cinch it. Now, other things, I was looking at this and it was like, if I really wanted to make this nice and fancy, like I just picked the existing yarn that I had on my yarn holder and just worked this one up. But I could do little crochet things. I can maybe add some little pearls and really sparkle this up. I probably would do it with maybe a white or a red type of yarn, or you can even make stripes, do red and white, and then crochet the top and kind of have it dangle over with some pearls. That would be really pretty if you want to really make it nice and fancy. And you can get a really pretty ribbon to kind of tie around it. And you can work the ribbon in between your stitches here and then pull it and make it a cute little gift set. So you could do it that way, or like I said, you can do potpourri, or just little, little bags and things that you can use to kind of do all kinds of stuff that you can put together on here. So that's just something that, little ideas that I wanted to kind of throw at you for all these Christmas items that are coming out. You know, these are knitted ideas. We have other things for like sewing. Again, if you're doing things like with your scan and cut, or you're just with your rotary blade, you can do all kinds of things like dishcloths. You can do little table runners. You can do all kinds of things. Pot holders. Let's get the pot holders out. If you can do little pot holders like this, you know, you can do this with your scan and cut and then just do a little blanket stitch to reinforce it in there. You can do all kinds of things with all the things that you have just within your craft rooms. You don't have to go out and buy anything extra. You can use just what you have on hand. Just be a little creative and thinking through how you want to make certain things. Okay. See if I see anything here. Any questions? Okay. I see all kinds of chats going on out there, but I don't see questions for me. I think we're good. Okay, so those are kind of the things that I have done with the Believe wall hanging, as well as some of the other items that I've been, projects and things that I've been putting together for some of the people that I have that ordered. Now, other things I wanted to kind of share with you guys real quick. I have a couple of books, and you guys know that I am a book lover. So I do have a lot of books, and I want you guys not to count out giving books as a gift for someone that has a craft room, because there's so many different ones that you can gift out that can really be important for them to be able to use. So there's a lot of reference type books. Those are the books that I really love to have in my craft room. But I'm going to share with you just a couple that I have that I think were really nice. And I think that these were something that someone can really use, depending what craft they're into. So this one is called the Ultimate Granny Square Source Book. And it's got 100 different contemporary motifs that you can mix and match. So this is what the book looks like here. And I really love this book because I've been able to play with all kinds of different granny squares. And so I'll just show you a couple of them that they have here. Just kind of flip through them. Some of them, some really summer themed ones that I thought were really cool. And they have wintry ones and fall ones. I mean, it just goes on and on. They're really gorgeous, gorgeous ones that you can do if you're doing like an under the sea type of theme. So there, any kind of theme that you're looking for, you're going to find it in this book. So I thought that was really cute. They have the little animals for the kids. If you're doing something for a child, really, really cute. And you can do this with all types of weights of yarn. Matter of fact, what I really like about the book, it really, when you first open it up, it goes into the contents and it shows you first all the different granny squares that they have that you can make. But they have a section on here that really explains pretty well about all the different materials, the hooks, the yarn, and it goes into like how to read a chart, which is super important because a lot of the patterns that you buy out there, I think a lot of people get frustrated with the patterns because they don't understand how to read them. And this has a really nice section on how to read the pattern, and it really explains like the basic stitches and how to do certain stitches, which are what's going to be needed to make certain granny squares that you have in here. So I really like the way the book lays it out, and it talks about all different types of stitches and things. So it's really a fun book. I found this to be super helpful, just not only in getting some inspiration on what to make for a granny square, but also, you know, just trying to figure out certain patterns. Sometimes I get stuck, like I'm not sure what they mean. And so I may go back to a book like this where it's going to explain to me what exactly that abbreviation means in terms of the crochet world. So that's one that I really enjoyed looking at. Another one for you guys that are maybe you're sewist, maybe you're someone that likes to sew clothes or new to sewing. This one is called The New Complete Guide to Sewing. It is a hardcover book. It's been out for many, many, many years. It's just one of those resource type books that show you a lot of information on sewing. And it has it, the book is kind of broken down into different types of projects that maybe you would be working on. So like hems, inside pockets, patches, sleeves, belts, elastic waistbands, the casings, rolled collars. These are all kinds of items if you're into clothes and you're into wanting to learn certain things. This has a beautiful setup on showing you step by step how certain techniques should be applied. They even have a section on cutting fabric and, you know, measuring the pattern sizes and things like that. And more importantly, it also talks about the material themselves and the types of material that you're working with, you know, and it gives a little information or background on each type of fabric, so you know how to handle the fabric, because every fabric is a little bit different in the sewing world, especially when you're doing apparel. You know, some things are slippery, some things are not, and it can get a little bit difficult to work with your machine, as well as, you know, trying to get the fabric to do the type of design that you want. So this is a really nice book that explains all of that. So it is a nice reference book for those that are into sewing clothes and things like that. Some great techniques on this one. So that was another book that's kind of my go-to. I also have, kind of going back to crochet, I have the Crochet Stitch Dictionary. And this one's really a fun one because it does give you all the different crochet techniques that you can do, and it shows you the different stitches as well. So it shows you that it kind of shows you what the pattern would look like visually, right? So it has that extra thing. So this is another one of the books that I go to for crochet. This one's a nice one. This one's pretty popular. It's called the Crochet Stitch Dictionary. So that's one that I wanted to share with you that I use a lot as well. Now for you quilters out there, I do have, all good? Husband coughing away over there. So for you quilters out there, I do have the Quilters Reference Tool. This is one that I use a lot as well. It's got all kind of the calculations worked out for you. So if you're looking for a specific size, if you have a pattern and you want to change it up, or you want to know how many squares do I need for this particular size quilt, if I'm looking at a twin size or a full size or maybe a king size quilt that I'm looking to make, how much fabric do I need for that? This kind of breaks it down, and it gives you all kinds of charts, whether you're looking for a specific type of cut, like a diagonal cut. If you're cutting on a diagonal, it'll give you information on that as well. So it's a nice little reference that I might reference back to whenever I'm looking to do a project that I'm kind of designing from scratch. This is a great reference guide. So it tells you the bed size quilts, straight quilts, diagonal. It gives you the conversion charts, the yardage requirements, cutting. It gives you things, some tips on like piecing, as well as 20 of the popular traditional quilt blocks. So lots of information on here as well. It's called the Quilters Reference Guide, and that one is pretty popular as well with quilters. I wanted to share that one. Another one, I think everyone should have this in their craft room. It's Know Your Needles. There's all kinds of reference guides that you get online, but I like this one because it's really, it's got everything put together, and it's got all the color coordinations on there that makes it really easy for me to find things. So it talks about all different types of needles, what you use them for, which needle should go with what. So that's something that I like to bring as well. And I've got, you know, a couple others. I'm going to share two more here on crochet. This one's just Crochet for Beginners. I found this one to be really helpful. It's just very simple. I just like the way it's laid out. And then this one is Teach Yourself Visually to Crochet. So this is more of a visual type of book where it teaches you how to crochet, and it has tons of pictures. So that one is really nice as well. And then my last one that I want to show you is by one of my favorite designers. This one's really just a project book. This is by Annie's Quilting, and these are the pot holders that you can make. And I thought these are just so much fun. And what I really love about this right now is it includes the patterns. And I'm going to take these patterns and I'm going to kind of make a copy and scan them. And I want to put them in my scan and cut, and have the scan and cut out the pieces for me. Haha. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And they've got pot holders for all seasons. And I'm looking at the Christmas ones, and I think they're just adorable. So love them. Okay, so last thing, got something really big here sitting on the side. Let me kind of move this out of the way. And I think you guys should have gotten this as well. Let's see here. I've got my Missouri Star Christmas box still in the box. I have not peeked. I have not looked. You can see the tape is still taped up. Haven't done anything with it. It's just been sitting in the corner on the side, and I've been looking at it. But today's November 30th, so we're now going into December. So next Saturday, CrafterNoon, we're going to be unwrapping the first weeks of goodies out of this box, and I'll be opening it up. So I'm really excited to see what we have inside here for this year. I hope you guys have received your boxes. If you have, let me know in the chat. I see Robin's quilt bag. Oh yeah, mine is too. Jenny says she's, yay, the box. Nancy, so many ideas, so little time. Oh, awesome. Oh, Annette says she's thinking about going to the Lakeland, Florida quilt show. I think it's in March. Yes, it is, Annette. It sure is. Got to start looking out for that, because they're going to be starting putting information that you can start getting your tickets and stuff for that pretty soon. If they haven't already, they may have already done that. Okay, Donna says my Christmas box is still in the shipping box. Yes, so is mine. I'll open it next Saturday. Yes. Jackie says she got hers too. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, so I hope you guys join me next week, and we'll start opening this up and seeing what all the goodies are that are in here. I'm a little bit nervous because I've heard about different things. I've heard little rumblings about day 3, and some people it's broken, and I kind of shake it a little bit and I don't hear any rattling, but I don't know, whatever it is, I hope I don't have it broken on day 3. So I don't know what day 3 is, but we'll find out when we open it next week. So get your boxes ready for next week and have them ready to go so you can open it up with me, because we're going to have a lot of fun. One thing I want to do a little bit different this year, I'm going to start to keep track as we open things up. I want to start looking at the pricing of maybe some similar items as we go along, and just kind of seeing what the pricing is, so that we can kind of get a tally it up in the end and just get the total, because we know what we paid for the box. We want to see, you know, how much do we think the box is really worth. So I want to kind of get a deep dive into that and kind of just go through that. So that's one thing I want to do a little bit different this year. So I'll be keeping track of everything that we're opening up in here. And we're just going to be tallying up how much these things, or at least close enough to see what we think these things are really worth. So that'll be a lot of fun, and I hope you guys can join me. So thanks again for tuning in. I know we went a little bit over. I hope you guys had a lot of fun. I wanted to just share some of those project ideas with you. And I hope you guys had a wonderful Thanksgiving. And please do not delay on getting your Christmas projects done. It is that time, guys. We're super busy. And I hope you guys enjoy doing all of the gifts for your friends and loved ones. Thank you again for tuning in. And I hope to be crafting with you soon. Bye, everyone.
Nancy with GiftsHQ makes crafting videos, creating with passion and a love for what she sews. Crochet, quilting, and sewing, crafting is what she knows. Making smiles one craft at a time. Your talent will grow with every stitch and every thread she weaves her on. Her hands create something special straight from the heart. And as the colors come alive, the joy spreads near and far.